town of Burgos is committed to the environment, and continuous efforts are made to improve the city's services and offer a better quality of life to its residents. Raising awareness of the use of urban public transport and resorting to new practices aimed at improving the quality of life of the citizens is an undertaking which requires both personal effort as much as encouragement from the public institutions, because only through such policies can effective involvement be achieved to reach a sustainable culture. As a consequence of this commitment, Burgos is the only Spanish city that participates in the second round of the European initiative Civitas of the European Commission. But what is Civitas? Civitas constitutes an initiative created and co-financed within the SIG Framework Programme for Research and Technology Development of the European Union, which supports the implementation of important citizens' initiatives. This paved the way for the achievement of a mobility culture, which takes into consideration the Sustainable Development Guidelines and safe and comfortable accesses for the citizens in accordance to the European model. Burgos forms part of the consortium Civitas Carbel, which includes 3 other cities, Genoa, Stuttgart and Krakow. All of them share the same objective, bringing in a change through the introduction of integrated strategies of sustainable urban public transport. The 4 cities work together to achieve a common objective: to establish a new mobility culture with special attention given to sustainable development, social welfare and safe accesses for everybody. The main challenges Civitas Carbel faces are to promote urban public transport and to improve the citizens' quality of life. The aim is to get the Burgaleses to assume the necessity of modifying their mobility habits so that public transport will gain importance and new behaving patterns will be looked for. The Town Council is the institution under which the works of Civitas program are done, and to fulfill this task, it has 2 qualified partners which contribute in different ways to the launch of a planning which started in the year 2005 and whose measures will last until the year 2009. The association of the strategic plan of the city of Burgos assumes coordination and propagation tasks of the programmed event, whereas the Technological Institute of Castilla y León is the organization in charge of providing technical and training help. That's why what Civitas Carbel defends is the usage of the bicycle and sharing cars when traveling in town. These new practices are materialized in energy saving, a decrease in pollution levels and an improvement of the quality of life. The purchase buses which work with natural gas is included among the specific actions contemplated in the Civitas Carbel program. At the same time, the fleet of local buses which work with diesel will work with biodiesel from now on. This program also takes into account the building of new garages to fulfill the necessities of filling up and storage that buses require. In the context of the public transport quality plan, the actions are focused in the launch of 2 new buses working with natural gas fitted for handicapped people. Civitas plans include financing for another 8 buses like these. The Council has put its say on the use of biodiesel. This fuel is used for local buses and vehicles of water and cleaning services. Little by little, the rest of diesel vehicles used by local police, firefighters and the lorries of the Council Technical Services will also use biodiesel. To ensure the control of the fuel consumed, a very modern computer system has been installed in these vehicles. Through it, you are able to know in real time the consume of each vehicle and the incidents that may happen in the traject. There are a lot of reasons to use biodiesel. It doesn't cause damage to the environment, it is produced from renewable raw materials, it doesn't contain sulfur, benzene or any other smelling substances that may cause cancer. It is in itself the best option for the maintenance of the environment and sustainability. One of the points of Burgos town planning is to achieve a pedestrian city centre. The progressive change of the old part of the city means to restrict the access to vehicles to the city centre. This also represents a deep change of the citizens' habits. The system of traffic control forces to reorganize the flow of vehicles in the centre and to use the public roads. The model has been designed looking at the needs of the people from the center of town as well as the other users. Neighbors and traders from the center will be able to enter this area, which will be protected with mobile bolas in its accesses. At the same time, this program tries to discourage people of using private cars and to make everyone aware of the advantages of walking around the city center and enjoying it. The bicycle is consolidating as the main means of transport in the city. It is a real alternative to the car. It's becoming the real protagonist in the city. The bike is not as important as it should be in a city like Burgos. The support of the Civitas program to this means of transport has materialized in the acquisition of bicycles by the town council to create a loan system which helps to make people aware, no matter their age, to use this transport in their daily activities. A research will be done to join and improve the different routes of the bike track that are already working. It's an open invitation for people to use the new infrastructures. The use of private vehicles in the city has another problem. It is very difficult to park. The center is crowded, and as there are more and more pedestrian streets, driving is a complicated task that needs a lot of time. The transport and mobility culture, which Civitas Caravelle promotes, means to recover public spaces for people's enjoyment. We are also thinking about solving traffic problems in the streets and improving road safety. The work done by the institutions which take part in the development of Civitas is based in researches in parking capacity and efficiency, both in the open air and in the underground. The regulation of the Aura zone is also contemplated. To improve the traffic, we have a useful tool: billboards which offer information about the conditions of the traffic and parking in the city. Illegal parking will also be controlled. It's a way to make traffic easier in the city center, which will be good for everyone, pedestrians and drivers. This guarantees an improvement of the quality of life. A special vehicle will watch and control the car parks. On the other hand, the aim is to improve transport, mobility and safety roads of those people with traveling problems. There is also a taxi for visitors who come to Burgos. Safety roads of the outskirts will improve thanks to a better accessibility to the streets. Civitas Caravelle program includes a previous research into dangerous points and zebra crossings. The success of a project as complex as Civitas Caravelle depends on the participation of everyone. The Burgaleses and the public institutions assume an active commitment in the launch and development of the works bearing in mind. A political support which includes technical works and people's help is needed. This agreement will be successful if it's able to get to everyone and makes everyone, children, young people and adults, feel a part of it. The work to be done is a lot yet, and people's personal effort is needed. Civitas is a current project born to last, and which has found in Burgos people's support.